So I'm just gonna make this sweet and short. I'll probably do some recording. It's nighttime right now. See out the window. We're at the bus stop at the McDonald's. So I will do some recording tomorrow when it's light outside. It is like 7, probably 20-ish right now, so I will record some more tomorrow. Maybe a bus change. I'll see you in a bit. This is early in the morning. I think we changed our bus at 7, and this is Boise, Idaho. I was trying to film that hot air balloon over there, and you can tell that I didn't do the best job. Couldn't find it. I had to zoom back out again. There it is. I just gave up and said this is good enough. It was really pretty though. But Boise is not incredibly exciting. Mostly farmland. And this is just like different shots of around Boise. I think we're just outside of it, heading towards Oregon. And I just, when I'm filming, I just like see interesting things. Well, when I'm filming like driving kind of stuff, I see interesting things and then I just pick up my camera and start filming, our phone. So you'll see all kinds of different like landscapes and things like that. It was a pretty fun trip. But yeah, Boise or Idaho in general, the part that I've been through anyway, I've only been through what you see on I-84, so it's not that exciting. You can see the glare there on the left. I keep trying to keep that out of frame by tilting the camera. Sometimes if I wasn't paying attention, it would drift. I'm not sure what range of mountains those are back there that I was trying to capture by zooming in. They were really pretty. I don't know if I'll ever know unless I go up there, but or go up to them. But yeah, they were just really, really pretty, and this farmland-ish area was pretty interesting. Yeah, most of this video is going to be like voiceover because yeah, I just didn't like talk. There were a lot of people on the bus, there were a lot of noises. It was noisy on the bus, like, you know, just the bus in general was noisy. And then there were people talking and coughing and laughing. So I was just silent during the trip and observing things, which I like to do. And we're about to head into Oregon right here. This is the border of Oregon and Idaho. And here comes the Oregon sign right there. Yay. It doesn't look much different right now, but it will look a bit different. We're almost in Ontario, Oregon. I think this is actually the outskirts of Ontario, which is one of the highest crime areas in Oregon compared to, like, Portland is the highest, and Ontario, which is tiny, is the second highest. I'm not sure why I have some stills in here, but I left them because they were really pretty. Who knows? We're about to see the Columbia River, which is beautiful, and it basically goes all the way up the, we'll be following it pretty much the whole way. And on the closest side, that is Oregon. And then on the far side, across the river, is Washington State. So you'll be seeing Washington State inadvertently just because it's on the other side of the Columbia Gorge. Columbia River Gorge. But this is all Oregon. And yeah, it's just really, really, really pretty country. Right now it looks a little dead because the summers are very dry in Oregon. The rainy season just started when I got there. Like, it was literally raining while I was there. Not sure what mountain range that is either. And here is the Columbia River Gorge. It's just really, really beautiful, and I film a lot of it, so you're gonna see a lot of it. On the way there, I sat on the other side on the way back so I could film the other side of the road for you. So it's the same places, but you'll see different things on the way back home. I didn't end up filming a ton on the way there because I was trying to pay attention, wasn't quite sure if I needed to get off the bus at any point in time, but you know, I was just trying to get my wits about me, pay attention. Oh, those are the gigantic windmills that I'm not very fond of. They're very ugly, and they dot the landscape of Oregon and Wyoming. But yeah, I was just trying to really pay attention to where I was going, if I had to get off the bus at any point, how long we were going to be there. So I wasn't filming a ton, plus most of it was the Columbia River on that side, so you'll see interesting things. And I filmed more of the cities on the way home, so you'll see a lot more interesting things. But you're basically seeing the things that I found interesting and pretty. So let me know in the comments what you think, or if you've seen any of this area, if you've been to Oregon or Idaho, let me know. This was all just farmland. Lots of cows. I even saw some goats, which I absolutely love. Alright, right now it's really loud, but we're stopped at Baker City, Oregon, and it's cold, but it's really pretty. I know you can only see a parking lot and part of the road back here, but I videoed like part of us coming in. There's a lot of like moving footage because I don't really want to talk on the bus. Here is my bus, by the way. We're on a 45-minute stop, so it's not been bad. It's been, well, you know, just travel in general can be a little challenging sometimes because, you know, especially when you're dependent on somebody else to stop to use the bathroom or whatever. I know there's a bathroom in the bus, but yeah, I'm totally not going to use that. I don't use it when I've been on an airplane. I don't use it then either. So yeah, not a thing for me. So I'm almost there. I'll be there this evening. It is, I don't know, let me see what time it is. I can find my watch. It's 10:10 Pacific time, and we should be there by 6:45 or 7:45. I don't know which one, because the ticket has a time, but I don't know if that is Pacific or Mountain time. Alright, I just wanted an update what I'm doing. Last night was pretty rough. The bus that we were in was really bouncy and noisy, so didn't get much sleep, but that's okay. I can sleep tonight. So yeah, I'll update next time we stop, I guess. Alright, I am back to talk more about the landscape here. I think our next stop, I'm not sure what that mountain range is, but it's really pretty. I think our next area we're going to be in is LeGrand. We did stop there briefly to let some people on, but it wasn't like a get off kind of stop. But that is right near the Umatilla Forest. Yeah, we're getting into the LeGrand area. You can see all the, we're getting into the more foresty area. And this is the Umatilla National Forest area. So it gets really, really beautiful. And LeGrand is actually where I stayed the night when I was going that way in March. It was getting late, getting dark, and I was ready to stop. But this is so pretty. Just the forest coming up, you know. It is really just like a pocket of forest area, and then we get back to like farmland kind of stuff. Yeah, this is LeGrand, the outskirts of it. And the train. I thought the cars were really pretty, and that's why I started filming it. It was a huge, long train. And this is the city of LeGrand. And then we, like I said, we just stopped, picked up a few people, I think, or let some people off, I don't remember. And then we're back on the road. You're gonna see me point here in a second. That's where I stayed. The hotel I stayed at when I was going through. It wasn't like all the fall leaves. You could see a little bit of red there, but the leaves had not really changed. I guess it had been pretty warm up until like this point. So I was a little disappointed because they hadn't really changed much. Everything was still kind of green. So didn't really get to see much in the way of like fall beauty. We are heading up into the Umatilla National Forest now, up into the mountains. We are going up, 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 up. There's more of that train. It's gigantic. We get trains through Wyoming that are even bigger. I swear they're like a couple miles long sometimes. Just enjoying the beautiful scenery. I tried not to film too much, like for too long. I just did little spurts of like a minute or two of filming. Actually, when I got everything downloaded, I was at 1 hour and 45 minutes of footage that I had taken. And I got it down to 28 minutes and 57 seconds. You're welcome. Almost an entire day of filming, and I managed to speed it up to the point that it's only almost a half an hour. Maybe a pretty short video for me, considering like it's a whole entire day and part of an evening of filming. If you hear like all kinds of weird noises, it's because I'm in my apartment and it's really quiet in here, so you're hearing my neighbors and stuff. Sorry about that. We're pretty much on the top of the mountain right now. That's why it looks like really high. Sorry about that glare. I keep, like, my hand keeps drifting because I'm looking out the window and not looking in my viewfinder. Okay, now we're going down the mountain and we're heading into Pendleton. And basically, like, once we get down off of this mountain, the landscape is really boring. So I film Pendleton and then I don't film again until we get to Ermiston, or I don't remember the other place, but yeah, this is just like farmland. This right here is what you see for miles and miles and miles and hours and hours of travel. So I didn't really film much of it. We're coming up on Pendleton there. It's like this little oasis. It's so neat, and the town itself is like such a cute little place. Alright, we are in Hermiston? I don't know. I stayed here before the last time. It's the town itself is a ways away, but I stayed here my last trip. This was the one I was talking about where I was looking for the 6 motel that was $49.95 a night, and I didn't find that one. I found one that was $79, which was disappointing, but oh well. It was what it was. We're on a 45-minute break here, so I'm going to use the bathroom in the Pilot and see what's in there. Here, I'll turn it around. I paused and there we go. Alright, I'll be back. It is cold and rainy. It's just like Oregon, you would expect. Alright, I'll be back. It was too rainy and the camera wouldn't focus on the outside. It was really pretty out there though. Now it's better. The rain stopped and we can see again. Now we're in the Columbia River Gorge again. I skipped out on all that farmland for you. I do get a little bit more on the way home. But yeah, this is, hang on, let me put in here. Well, you can see it. I don't need to. Across there, that mountain across the river, that's Washington. And then the front view, of course, is Oregon. The dividing line is somewhere in the middle of the Columbia River. So what you're seeing across the way there is Washington State. And it was kind of cool because there were like a lot of trucks driving along the edge of like the side of the mountain. There's I don't know, a dam or something. Some kind of a plant on the river. They had some really neat like structures out there. Railroad tracks. When I came out in March, like everything was green and beautiful. Right now it's just dry and dead looking from the summertime. It just looks so peaceful. Another couple of stills. Taking your photos more. it off. Oh, that bridge was gorgeous. It goes across to Washington. I had to turn around to see it. There's like little farms up there on the side of the mountain. Really cool restaurant sign, so I had to, of course, take a picture of it for Halloween time. And now we're in Portland. I had just gotten on the bus to go to Salem, and I know it's not the best quality because it was rainy, really rainy, as per usual. But you know, we were driving through the city itself, and I haven't been there for well, a year. So I drove through Portland, well, almost a year. It was in March of last year that I drove through. And it's still a hot mess there, but I got some footage while we were driving through. You can kind of see it. It looks much better with the rainy window than it does when you're actually there. We're coming up to the bridge that's over the 405. Let's see. I used to go through here all the time on the bus and on the train when I lived here, so this is the, I think this is, yeah, this is the bridge over the 405. That's the 405. And I lived about half a mile from this area right here, a little bit further uptown on 23rd. I used to go to that mud bay that's over on the right. You can see right there in the window the sign for it. To get Frodo some foods. And there were tents everywhere, garbage everywhere. It's a pretty sad state that it's in. Here, I just sped it up for you. We're going through, you can kind of see the city, kind of see the cars. I get more daytime footage on my way home. It's just the rain was reflecting too much off of the windows. It really is a beautiful city from afar, and it's kind of sad what's happened to it. See all of the big buildings and stuff like that. We're near Lake Oswego right now. I wanted to capture the Portland Temple, which is coming up here in just about a minute. Stop every time I go through. And now, magically, we're in Salem, which is about to be the end of my journey. So I will quit with my voiceover. I didn't really get much filmed while I was there. You know, I was just hanging out with my kiddos. I explain it more on my trip home, like my intro to my trip home. But yeah, I added some photos of Carter and me, and it was a great trip. We were mostly just moving my kids into their apartment, and it wasn't that exciting, and I didn't want to put their stuff on my video, so we did go to Big Lots, and I'll put that at the beginning of the next video for you. But I had a blast, and when I go back in March, we'll probably film more. I didn't rent a car this time, so, you know, I was relying on, you know, rides, and I didn't want to be rude and be filming, you know, making people take me places so I could film stuff. I don't know, I think that's just not cool. So I just went to spend time with my kiddos, and that's it. So I'm about to have my outro here, and I will leave you with more video of Salem. Alright, I have arrived in Salem. I'm just waiting for Courtney to come pick me up, and I will be seeing the kiddos. So, the rest, I'll end this video here because, well, my traveling is done for now. I will follow up with my return trip home, but I'll have some stuff in between then. Anyway, I will see you later. Peace out. I can't lift my hands up, so peace out, and remember that there are tons of kind, amazing people in the world, and if you can't find one, you can always be one. Bye.